healthcare has been a very big topic that has been going on, and we have a substantive article here breaking down the public opinion on healthcare. Now, this whole attempt being a failure has helped us. So if you guys recall, the House failed to pass their original Obamacare repeal and replace, which was essentially a watered-down Obamacare bill that was going to make, I believe it was 24 million lose their health insurance by 2026. That failed. Then they had to do another one. That passed the House, and then the Senate said, fuck it, we're going to make a whole new bill. So that whole new bill failed. It couldn't get passed. They attempted to basically obstruct any coverage of it, any reading of it, and any debate of it in public, as there was for Obamacare, because it's consistently showed that the Democrats and the left are more ethical when it comes to these sorts of things. But now what they have said is, fuck it, you know, we're going nuclear, okay, because clearly this isn't working. We're going to repeal this bitch, the whole thing. We're going to repeal all of Obamacare, and we're going to replace it in 2 years. Are you mad? I couldn't believe when I read that. I was just like, these people have lost their mind. They're too fucking old. Are you serious? You went from saying, okay, repeal and replace, boom, we're gonna repeal the whole damn thing. Are you crazy? And then replace it later. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. This is so crazy. 37 million people would lose their health insurance. It's so crazy. But there's a new poll now that shows that clearly the American people have been affected by this crazy nonsense, just absolutely mad ideas of these fucking people. So a new poll shows nation moving left on healthcare, embracing Medicare-for-All. So here's the big zinger. The poll shows that 62% of Americans believe it is their federal government's responsibility to guarantee healthcare for all. That is a big statistic, okay? If 62%, that's a vast majority. That's considered a super majority. So you have effectively a super majority of people saying that it is the federal government's job to make sure that every person in the United States of America has health insurance, because that is the moral way to go about things, because people should not get sick and die because they cannot afford health insurance. That simply should not be the case. Or if they do get health care, they shouldn't be suffering and living in massive poverty because they got sick and they had some kind of disease. So that is truly amazing, and it's really great for us moving forward, because now we are going to get the support. Now we need this 62% to show in our legislatures and our congressmen and women, so that they can now start passing things like single-payer healthcare. But here's what this article says, in the face of cruel attempts by the Republican Party to strip healthcare insurance from more than 30 million Americans, with the goal of providing massive tax breaks to the wealthy, a new poll published on Thursday finds that a growing majority of the public is, quote, shifting toward the political left on healthcare and expressing support for a system that ensures coverage for all, aka Medicare-for-All single-payer healthcare, just like a majority of the other wealthy nations in the world. Germany has had it for almost 100 years now, I believe. Brunei has single-payer healthcare, and they employ Sharia law. So a horrific set of laws, Sharia law, even finds the morality to say, hey, we should probably insure our population of healthcare because it is so key. Here are the keys. So they say that this most recent poll also found only 22% of Democrats want to keep Obamacare as it is, and 64% favor changes to the law. So that's also great news, because that means that at least we have a fuckload of ground. 22%, that's like a vast minority. It's not even making it on the chart. 64% favor changes. That's great. So effectively, we have a lot of ground to move towards single payer, because it's saying changes to the Obamacare law. So you want to get rid of the insurance companies, and you want to make it so that you have a single payer system. They continue, 80% of Democrats believe it's the government's responsibility to ensure coverage for all. Who the fuck are those 20% of Democrats who don't think it's the federal government's job to ensure coverage for all? How can you be a Democrat and not think that it's their job to ensure coverage for all? And then they say 80% of Americans believe Republicans should work with Democrats to improve Obamacare. That is truly remarkable. And this is how it's truly amazing, because it shows that Republicans, you're losing, and the truth is, you fucking lost. If you pass that shit through the Congress, what's going to end up happening is, and you pass it into law, your asses are going to lose the election, and then we'll take out what you passed, and we'll nullify that bitch. So the truth is, you guys lost. They continue, 13% of Americans support the Republican plan to repeal Obamacare without a replacement. A proposal the Congressional Budget Office estimates would leave 32 million, sorry, not 37, I said 37 earlier, but it's 32 million Americans without health insurance. Just truly remarkable, 13%. So your anarcho-capitalists and your libertarians and your Steven Crowders of the world, not polling so well with the American people. You only got 13% of people aligned with your belief system. You are not doing very well. I am sorry, but this is just... And you have slowly more Democrats in the Senate, like Elizabeth Warren and Kamala Harris. She agrees with the concept of single payer, and we covered that earlier, but the point being that it's going to happen. Single payer will come. 2018, we need to sweep the House, and we need to look at the Senate. I don't know how well we can do in the Senate. It's going to be tough because of the massive Democrat incumbents running. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.